Hi, everybody. Welcome to another session on international marketing management. Today, we are going to discuss about consumer buying decision process. Consumer buying decision process is also known as consumer decision making process. And let us see what is consumer buying process. A buying decision process is the process a customer goes through when buying a product. It can be seen as a particular form of cost benefit analysis. A buying process is a series of steps that a consumer will take to make a purchase decision. So, buying, you all know that it is a mental process. A decision to buy a product is taken after passing through different stages. In some of this case, some products the consumers takes the buying decision immediately without much consideration. Can you tell me one example for that? Yes, it is the daily consumption needs. In case of some other products, they will be taking decision very carefully and they will be thinking and rethinking before taking a buying decision. Can you tell me an example for this? Yes, it includes the luxury or durable items. So let us see what are the different stages. As we discussed earlier, a decision to buy a product is taken after passing through different stages. So let us see what are the different stages that a consumer goes through before buying a particular product. So there are five different stages or framework that remains a very good way to evaluate customers buying process. It includes need recognition, information search, evaluation of alternatives, purchase decision, and then after that post purchase behavior. So these are the five different stages of consumer buying decision process. First is the need recognition, then is the information search or identification of alternatives, then the third one is evaluation of alternatives, fourth one is purchase decision, and the last one is post purchase behavior. So let us see in detail how those different stages goes. First stage is need recognition. So as you all know that every individual has needs. In fact, all buying decisions starts with a need recognition. A purchase cannot take place without recognition of the need. People always seek to satisfy their needs. When a need is not satisfied, it creates tension in the minds of individuals. This tension drives people to satisfy that particular need. Then the need will become a motive, and thus motives arise from the wants and needs. So, in simple words, we can say that motive is a stimulated need which an individual wants to satisfy, and the force that covers needs into motive is known as the motivation. So the need that will be triggered by internal stimuli as well as external stimuli. Internal stimuli include the hunger or taste, thirst, and the external stimuli include the external factors that is influencing the consumer. It may be an advertisement. And as per the Maslow's need hierarchy theory, Maslow says that only when one need is satisfied at a certain stage, then a consumer will go to the next stage. And there are also favorisms and criticisms regarding this Maslow's need hierarchy theory. So, recognizing the need or identifying an unsatisfied need is the first stage in consumer buying decision making process. And the next one is information stage, or it is the identification of alternatives. So after recognizing a need or want, consumers search for information about various alternatives available to satisfy his wants. If the need is usual, such as we discussed earlier, if it is a hunger, thirst, etc., then the consumer may rely on past experience of what satisfies his need. For example, we can say that if we were thirst, we may buy lemon juice because we know from the past experience that this will satisfy our internal driven need. Or for example, if you are feeling very hungry and you may choose to eat a chicken biryani because you know that before when you have taken the chicken biryani it satisfied your need. Okay, so in the same way, If the needs are unusual or unfamiliar, then the consumer may seek additional information. They will be seeking from their external sources, that may be from their personal sources. It include the family, friends, commercial sources such as advertisement, media, salesperson, etc. Or they will be seeking information from the public sources such as newspaper or television, etc. For example, buying a car is much bigger decision than selecting a cool drink that will best satisfy our thirst. So, if we are considering purchasing a car, we may refer car magazines and will be paying attention to car advertisements. We may ask to our friends or family about their experience with a car, and we may visit a showroom to get information from the salespeople there. It is only through this information search that we can identify the means of satisfying our need. So this is the second stage in consumer decision making process, that is the identification of alternatives or information search. And the third stage is evaluation of alternatives. By collecting information from the recognition or information search stage, then the next stage is evaluating the alternatives. The individual will be able to know the different brands, their future features, etc. So now he will be comparing the alternative products or brands in terms of their attributes such as their price, quality, durability, etc. And suppose a person wants to buy a new car, then he considers the price, mileage, attractiveness, after sale service, color, etc. And they will be comparing this with the alternatives available also. And it may be remembered that a consumer cannot satisfy with a brand in all the respect. Therefore, he attracts different degrees of importance of each of the product attributes. He'll be thinking of, he will be attaching with the quality, price, design, service, etc. Then he ranks the alternative brands for his choice in the order of his importance. Then in this evaluation stage, he may also consider the opinion of others for selecting the best alternative from the number of alternatives. Then he select the brand that will give him maximum utility, or he will be selecting the brand that he thinks he will get the best result. And the main factor that influence the consumer in this stage is the consumer's attitude and involvement. Consumer's involvement is also influencing the evaluation process. So this is the third stage, that is evaluation of alternatives. And the next one is purchase decision. After identifying an unsatisfied need, he will be going for information stage. Then he will be evaluating the alternatives, and then he will go to the purchase decision. So finally, the consumer arrives at a purchase decision, and the purchase decision can be one of the three, namely, sometimes he may not be buying, sometimes he will be buying later, and sometimes he will be buying now. So these are the three decisions to which the consumer goes after evaluating the alternatives. If he is decided to buy now, he will decide to shop to buy it from, or he'll decide the shop from where he have to buy it, when he will be going to buy it, and how much money he will be spending, and all these things he'll be deciding if he is going to buy it now. And after deciding this, he will go to the shop chosen, and he'll buy the product or brand required. And sometimes the purchase decision does not result in actual buying process. For example, a person may think of buying a sari for his wife, but he may change his decision because its color is not liked by the wife, or because his funds are less. Sometimes he does not buy the brand chosen, he may buy some other brands because the influence of other people, or due to the changes in the circumstances occur. So this is the last stage. Purchasing is the last stage in the decision making process. And the next thing is post purchase behavior. So post purchase behavior refers to the behavior of a consumer after purchasing a product. After the consumer purchases the